is weathering. Weathering is the process by which rocks are broken down into smaller particles over time. This is often due to exposure to natural elements such as water, wind, and temperature fluctuations. It plays a crucial role in shaping the Earth's surfaces and contributing to the formation of soil. There are two types of weathering: chemical weathering and physical weathering. Chemical weathering of rocks is a spontaneous, reversible thermodynamic process leading to a more stable state for natural materials under a given set of conditions. It results from the reaction of aqueous, acidic, and oxidizing solutions with the mineral in rocks and soils.
This is an example of a chemical weathering. As you can see,
the rock is slowly losing its structure as its surface becomes smooth because of the length of its exposure to agents, such as in this case, water. Another example is this rock. As you can see, the rock is changing in color. This is because of the combination of oxygen with another substance, and this process is called oxidation. The pores in this rock could also be a result of chemical weathering. The process being the mixing of water with carbon dioxide that makes carbonic acid that possibly caused the small holes on the rocks. So these are the aftermath. The sands and the soils in this river are from the disintegration of rocks to tiny particles because of weathering, as chemical weathering of rocks is the major chemical process by which soils are generated.
This process is driven by physical forces such as temperature changes, pressure, and wearing down by friction, causing rocks to crack, break, or crumble over time. As you can see here, there's a crack between the rocks. When water seeps into cracks or joins within rocks, it can collect there. When water freezes, it expands, exerting pressure on the surrounding rock. Over time, these repeated expansions or contractions weaken the rock along these lines of weakness, eventually leading to the breakdown of the rock into smaller pieces. What is soil erosion? Soil erosion is the removal and transport of soil particles by the natural forces such as water or wind. While it's a natural process, human activities can accelerate soil erosion. How and why does soil erosion occur in the area? In Purok 5 Pugaan, soil erosion happens in the river as soil becomes swept by the running water, being transferred to the other parts of the river. And this soil that hardened on the rocks are the remnants of the flood that just happened in the area November 7, 2023. The soil from the mountains was transferred here due to the heavy water. And another instance that soil erosion happens is when walking, when soil particles get transferred because they stick to the sole of the person's footwear or foot. And these piles of limestones get transferred here to these areas in the Pugaan because of human activity. This process of transferring is also an example of soil erosion, and even the soil that is eroded because of the wheels of the vehicles.
These processes can happen simultaneously in nature when external forces like rainfall, wind, or flowing water cause the erosion of soil, carrying away the withered particles from the exposed rock surfaces. However, it's important to note that they can also occur independently. Weathering can happen without significant erosion, especially in areas with minimal external forces. Similarly, erosion can take place without active weathering, as it primarily involves transfer of already weathered material. In summary, while weathering and soil erosion can occur, they are distinct processes. The extent to which they occur simultaneously depends on various environmental factors and the specific conditions in a given location.
Majority of our respondents didn't know about weathering and erosion. However, when we translate and explain weathering and erosion to them, they have idea, but most of them they consider dangerous, especially for those people near the stream. When the water of the stream overflows, the nearby houses will be damaged and collapsed, like what happened to this area. This happened in December 16, 2011, the Bagyong Sendong. Due to the strong force of water that carries big rocks and the soil erodes in this area, and it can cause the stream to widen. Well, the other two respondents are students, and they know withering and erosion. Their answer to the second question is yes, they consider it dangerous. One of them relate his answer to the landslide, and the other one, she connects her answer to her idea in the first question. She say in stream when it happened, the rock breaks. The rock can cross and block the waterway, and it can cause overflow of the water.
Majority of them answered that in order to control these natural occurrences, we must plant more trees, and to mitigate this problem, the government must build retaining walls in the mountainous area and in rivers to avoid landslides and flooding. So, some of the residents interviewed in Purok 2A, Pugaan, Iligan City are more likely unaware of such processes. But students who were interviewed had an idea. Hence, it's really important that the people seek information regarding the natural occurrences that happen in their area that might help them to be aware that these occurrences, weathering and erosion, is not harmful to our environment or to the people, but it can be dangerous due to the abusive involvement of humans.